everyone, welcome to SRBPS online classes. This is again Nisha Sharma going to teach you science for class 3rd. In this class, we will discuss about leaf. So what is the topic for today? Yes, leaf. When we look around us, we will see so many plants and trees present around us. There are so many plants and trees around us. They all plants are of different shapes and sizes. In the same way, the leaves over these trees and plants are also of different shapes and sizes. Some are small, some are big, some are large, some are short, some are wide, some are narrow. So, we can see these all are of different shapes and sizes. But one thing is similar or common in all. That is the structure of leaf. All leaves have common structure and they have common parts of leaf. So, today in this class, we will discuss about the structure of leaf or parts of leaf. So, shall we begin? So students, today we'll discuss about parts of leaf with the help of original leaves. See, this is a hibiscus leaf. This is a leaf of evergreen plant. This is a leaf of money plant. And this is again another species of hibiscus plant. You can observe all the leaves. These all leaves are different in shapes and sizes, but they all have the similar or common structure. Take an evergreen plant leaf. You can see evergreen plant leaf. See, this is the smooth surface of the leaf, as you can see in the picture. And when we turn it, this is the a bit rough surface where you can see all the main veins and side veins clearly. See, you can see a stick-like structure here. This is the part of the leaf through which it is attached to the branches or stem. This is the part of leaf which is attached to the stem or branch. This part is called petiole. What do we call it? Petiole. You can see a line, a thick line running through the leaf, middle of the leaf. This line is called midrib or main vein. Now you can see some other lines branching through the main vein or midrib. These are called side veins or secondary veins. Now you can see the whole leaf. This is the flat part of leaf which is called leaf blade. What do we call it? Leaf blade. See, this petiole helps a leaf to get attached with the branch. This is the midrib. It gives the shape to the leaf, first thing, and second, it also provides water and minerals to the leaf. So after that, we can see these branches which are called side veins. These branches transport the water from midrib to other parts of leaf. And this is leaf blade. Leaf blade is the all over this all surface of the leaf this green surface of the leaf is called leaf blade. So students, leaf blade is helpful in photosynthesis process and transpiration. Now again we will take one more leaf to explain the parts of leaf. See, this is a hibiscus leaf. You can see this stick-like structure which is called petiole. What do we call it? Petiole. With the help of petiole, a leaf is attached to the branches or stem. See, a line which goes through the middle of the leaf. This line is called midrib or main vein. You can see other lines branching from the main vein. These lines are called side veins. What do we call it? Side veins. And this flat green part is called leaf blade. What do we call it? Leaf blade. See, petiole helps a plant to get attached with the leaf, or we can say petiole helps a leaf to attach with the branch or stem. Main vein helps to transport water and minerals from stem or branches to leaf. Side veins help to transport water and minerals from main vein to other parts of the leaf. And leaf blade is responsible for photosynthesis process and transpiration. Now you can observe one more thing. What is the color of the leaf? The color of the leaf is green. What is the color of leaf? The color of leaf is the green. Why? Why the color leaf is green? Why the color of leaf is green? Because it has a green pigment, a green color which is present in leaf. What do we call that green color? We call it chlorophyll. What do we call it? Chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is also helpful for the making of food in plant. If the leaf is green, it means it has chlorophyll, and only the green leaves or green plants can make food. You will see the rough side of the leaf. You can see here. On this rough side there are some tiny holes in this way. These are very small that you can't see them with your open eyes. These tiny holes are called stomata. What do we call them? Stomata. In earlier class also we have studied that stomata is the part of plant from which a leaf can breathe, a plant can breathe. So stomata is helpful for making food because it takes in carbon dioxide and it gives out oxygen, and it also helps to evaporate extra water which is present in plant. So extra water can be evaporated or can be lost with the help of stomata. I think it is clear to everyone. So students, this is our topic, parts of leaf, where we discussed about petiole, main vein, side veins and leaf blade. We also discussed about chlorophyll, which is the green color present in the leaf, and stomata. Stomata is a breathing organ which is present in plant. So, how do we breathe? We breathe through our lungs. We have lungs in our body to breathe. In the same way, plants have stomata to breathe. They take in carbon dioxide and they take out oxygen, and this can be possible only with the help of stomata. We can't see stomata with these simple eyes. We need a microscope to see stomata.